Welcome back, ladies and gents. I've moved to Charis after I did my selling and all that. I'm going to attack Charis. They've got 299 defenders. Balgard. My goal here is to attack Charis, take Charis, and possibly, maybe Legeta, and then declare peace with the Azrai. But we'll see how that plays out. Let's siege the town. Pretty sure Balgard is gone. Although I wish I could go over there quick enough to see the size of the force the Khuzaits have. You can see we're a full party. Also, as I record this, the previous video, I think it's 152, is still uploading. It's been uploading all day. When I got up last night, I uploaded a Red Dead Redemption. And then when I got up this morning, I started the upload of about 6 a.m. this morning. I started the upload of the most recent Bannerlord video. But it's still going. It's still, in fact, it's only at 48% now. And as you can see, it's 10:42 at night. Around 6 o'clock, it was about 30%. So I don't know what's so slow. I keep getting, when I do look at YouTube, I keep getting these pop-ups that saying, interruptions or something. Click on this to find out why. And we did have a big thunderstorm here today and yesterday and the day before. And as you know, in this area, in this region, there's a lot of flooding. If you look at the news in the last week or so and look at Ruidoso, New Mexico, which is just up the road here, you'll see, for example, a video of a house floating down a road, so I think there's been some disruption. The Vlandians. I think there's been some disruptions and they're having to reroute cable connections, so forth and so on, and I believe that has something to do with it. But it'll be out as soon as it can get uploaded and published. And this one also, of course, this one's going to be late also, I believe. The one it's uploading right now is supposed to. I'm recording this on Friday at 10:42 at night, I believe it said it was. And the one that's uploading right now that I started at 6 a.m. this morning should have been released 12 hours later at 6 p.m. And it's just never uploaded. All right, Pinconnock Orchards. So I'm just waiting. 0 days and 108 garrison. Let's just go ahead and wait. So this one is supposed to be for Saturday. But depending how long this, the one that's uploading right now takes. I mean, I started at 6 a.m. this morning. It's only at, what, 42 or 48%? So I hope this clears up, whatever it is, before the weekend's over with. I did want to play some War Thunder tomorrow, and I think it's very difficult when you have such a slow connection to play War Thunder. All right, I'm gonna try this, even though that one will be finished before we're complete. But hopefully the onagers can take it out before anything else comes around. Make sure I've got the bow in the large bag. Take it out. Take it out. There we go. Perfect. First hit. Took it out. All right, let's lead the assault.
Sergeants, take command.
This is... I remember when we first... Look how deep that is. It drops off right there. You can still see the bottom. As I remember saying the first time, this was a nice setting, a nice town setting. And I'm pretty sure I took this guy, this fire onager. Yeah, I'm gonna go again. I'm looking for. Oh, there I am, right there on the horse. Okay, I'm gonna take this fire onager right here. So let's just press on. I hate to fall in there. That is deep. With all this armor on, I'd go straight to the bottom. I wonder how that's going to work in war cells. If you fall into the water, do you just sink like a rock? Because you know how heavy this stuff is? Not quite far enough. In reality, I should be setting up on the one on the right because this tower is going to block me from shooting to the left. So I'm going to try to set up. We're going to go one whole notch and see what happens. Not quite far enough. I'm going to go a little bit more, maybe one more tap right there. And then we'll let it go. I can't see. I think that was too far. I'm going to let one more fly, see what happens without changing anything. Now that I can see the tower's out of the way. Yeah, that's too far. All right. We'll bop it back down one notch right there. And let it shoot 2 times without changing anything. Just let the range just dial in. Okay, that was a little better. Hello, horse. I like your crown. How's this one without changing anything? Second shot. Still too far. Again, I'm going to let it go without changing anything. Try to zero in on that. Is it still too far? No. It's kind of iffy. I need them to... there they are. All right, come on. Hopefully this will be dead on the money. There goes the horse making a run for it. Oh, it's too far. Oh, well, that's better than... Come on, horse. You're just... Get out of the way. Get out of the way. I don't want to have to move this thing because it's set pretty well right now. There we go. Militia. Skill point engineering 254. Man, if I get 250, that would be grand. I don't think I have that much room, though. All right, I'm going to bump to the left and let fly. I don't think there's very much. You can see there's not very much left. Can I grab my horse? All right. Let us go. We haven't got through the gate yet. Let me see if I can bully my way through here. Come on. Knock that gate down. One more. One more. Get out of the way, buddy. You better get out of the way. I think he's seeing the light. He's getting out of the way. There we go. Now, got to watch this murder hole. Take that gate down, guys. Notice I'm not giving any orders whatsoever. That they just know what to do automatically. And if I had my big axe, I could help them, but I don't want to get off the horse to use the one-handed axe. There we go. Our guys opened the door. Very good. Let me just run them down. Come on, horse. There it is. Where are you going, buddy? Is there one up here? What are you running up here for? Is there one guy I didn't see? There he is. Oh, he's going to make it. He's going to make it. Oh, disappeared. Just as I swung at him. All right, well, at least now I know there's not any more up here. There you are. That's it. All right, so the music tells me they didn't get into the keep. We lost 2 overall. I got 1 point in engineering. Sheena got 1 point in athletics. And that's it. But we got Charis back. Look at her standing there with a hand on her hip. I can't read. What does that say? Move. Your help was most welcome, stranger. My name is Hikara. Can I learn yours? My name is Hans. I'm your ruler. Well, something, Hans. Well met, Hans, probably. Well met, maybe? Let's see. Come on. Remove yourself, please. Well met, Hans. I'm in your debt for what you just did. I hope one day we'll find a way to repay you. Me too, Hikara. Me too. Take all the prisoners. All right, we're going to show mercy. Vlandians declared war on us. That means I can go get... What is it? Ortesia they have? I think. I may just go straight there instead of what I was talking about earlier because... In fact, let's see what the Azrai... I got to do it. Yes, All right, everybody. The Azrai will make peace with Azrai. We've got both Sargo and Charos back. And that was something I had a goal of. They are paying us $53.80. And what was their offer? All right, this offer... Is it better than $53.80? No, we'll decline that. Oh, well, we'll just stick with what we got then. Let's manage the town. It's still going up. So we're going to leave everything as is. But I'm going to boost it. From 94 to 68, from 68 to 42, and from 42 to 41. That's it. That's all we can do. And fairgrounds is what's going up. And then it is aqueducts. Although I want granary next. And then aqueducts. But we're going to leave it like that. And hopefully the Kuzate clan, I don't know how to pronounce that. Yansarit, I guess. Yansarit. Hopefully they get this. They own Sargo, so it'd be nice for them to have Sargo and Charos. But we'll see what happens. Let's look at the keep, look at the dungeon, and manage prisoners. There are no prisoners in the dungeon. Let's look at the garrison. If there's any high-level sturgeons, I will take them. Like these 5 spearmen. And that puts me... Now, keep in mind, right now... it's really 437, but they're including the 5 from Charos, which when we give it away, it won't be the same. Let's just... Actually, I'll leave the bowmen. I like them to have a lot of bowmen. That's good enough. They can keep the spearmen, because I'll just pass this along to my... We'll give you... that, and then 5 more. Boom. That'll get me back down to 437. Is there anybody I can recruit? I'm going to recruit this militia and toss them in here and help these Yansarit out a little bit. I think there's only 3 there. But 3's better than nothing. And what can we sell? That's it, just the fur. Don't have a lot of money, and they don't have any food to speak of. I don't have a lot of food to give them either. They're just going to have to accept what they got and live on that for now. Tighten the belts. We have a little herding penalty, but again, I'm going to get rid of these Darcy horse. Darcy and Askarat, although that's a lot of money. All right. Got my mic boom all in. Okay, this is 44,000. Let's save that. See if this will take it. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to live with a negative 26. All right. Get rid of a bunch of these troops. Probably don't need 50 of these. I'll take it down to 20. And I'll take these down to 20. And I'm still over. So what else can I dump? I'm just going to dump all the spearmen. Be done with it. All right. Let's look at our... We're pretty healthy. So let me do a little bit of recruiting and then head towards Ortesia. Because we're going to work on the Vlandians. I know I said I was going to go up here, but we got an opportunity to work on the Vlandians. Oh, Borinkar, you're getting it, buddy. He's so old, though. He's 76. Oh, that was his... Hakara, the girl I just... oh, she's 50. Oh, never mind. It's hard to tell. All right, well, you know what? They're screwed. The only hope they have is Iselina, because when he dies, she may take over, but she's 50. She cannot have any kids. So this is the only way this clan is going to stay alive. One, even though she's 50, she marries a younger man, or any man, really. And then she dies first, and then the man takes a younger wife who is then able to have kids. Or Iselina takes over for whatever reason. She becomes a clan leader. She marries. She's 29. If she does it within, say, the next 5 years, there's a good chance she'll have at least one kid. Because they're kind of 40 is where is really a hard cutoff. 40, 41, and you're not having any kids. 30, it starts getting difficult, but you can have kids from 30 to 40. But anyway, I really don't want this clan to disappear. But the only thing I could do, if I had more sons, for example, I could marry my son to Iselina right now. And they would, Magnus is the only son I got, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not getting rid of Magnus. I just got to get him married. Of course, it won't help them because it's so far in the future, but it's just something to think about. That should not be 442. Okay, it's reset itself. Shows me having too many. There we go. Let's go to 7th. I don't know how many Ortesia has. They've had a period of time at peace, so they could have fortified it pretty well. But I think at the time they took it, it had moved between hands several times. So it should have been beat up pretty badly. I'm going to go up in this direction because I really want to... I want to fill out my forces before we attack Ortesia. We don't have any ranged troops to speak of. Look. Sturgian's taken prisoner by Valandians. That just bugs the heck out of me. I don't know where that happened at either. Just give me a moment. What am I doing? Spear was taken prisoner. Where was he last seen at? No, Spear took them prisoner. My mistake. But he was last seen at... Either way, he took who? Tessa. Let's see where Spear was last seen at Inveth. Let's see if Tessa was last seen at Inveth. I don't know which Tessa. It has to be this one. Yeah, last seen near Inveth. And Inveth, as you can see, is right there. So maybe they were attacking Abcomer Castle. Either way, I've got to fill out my forces. I'm going to see if I can attack that army, if I can find them, and then go get Ortesia. Because I want... Mimmer is 806. We'll see what happens there. At least I'm getting some range units, even if they're crossbows. Let's go to Jacqueline. Jenny the captain, skill point in scouting. Take all 17 of these. Top you off. Give you a few. Then we'll hit Chornad. All right, Mimir, you're going to Uthalim. Why? Oh, wait a minute. I just saw... Is Southern Empire at war with us also? Was I not paying attention or I forgot? Yeah. Oh, no, I remember now in the last video. I've just been so concerned with trying to get that current video uploaded. It's just not going very well. How many are we looking at here? All right. Before the Valandians can do any more damage, I want to see if I can get to them and knock that one army they have down. I'm pretty sure they just got the one army. But I've got to stock my army first. Because I got to do that battle and then go immediately to Ortesia. So that's 2 battles back to back. I definitely want to be full. The good news is, if we can get their army in the field and attack them that way, then I won't be in a position where my guys are putting all their troops into a garrison. Then when we go to Ortygia, we should be full because it'll just be a few, whatever we lose in the combat, that we can restock with on the way. So Galen should top us off, and then I'll head back in this direction because that Vlandian army is probably in this area still. Magnus is topped off. You're topped off. All right. Let's grab a little... That's not what I wanted. Yeah, it is. I didn't really want to... I'll take the beer. They got some money. Let's see if they can take any of this. I remember we were short. Here we go. All right, good enough. 80,000. And let's look at Magnus. Since he was the last one, he may have the most recruits. And do I have... I have one. All right, we'll give you one and take that. He's got 28 Vlandian recruits, which I'm not happy about, but that's just the way it is. I'll give this one recruit to the garrison here. That way it's not wasted. All right, let's move in this direction. See what's attacking Erterford. Itterford. Where are you going, buddy? You were going to Uthalim. That's not the way... He's obviously chasing a lord that he cannot... I can't believe Balgard... There's something wrong with the doggone Khuzaits. Because they just cannot get a sizable army, and that's surprising. Yeah, he's chasing these little 49... There's no way in the world he's going to make that. See, they even broke apart. He ran out of influence. Okay, this army looks like broke apart. There was an army here at once, so I'm going to go ahead and go to Ortygia. Khuzaits want peace. You know what? They haven't got Balgard yet. I will accept that. What do my people think? 76%, and we're going to have to pay. Let's see. Okay, we're only paying 1940. In the current one, they wanted 2760. So we will accept this to save Balgard and have one less, because that's so far to go. Now we can just concentrate on this area right here, the Southern Empire and this Vlandian holdings. I think in the long run that'll be worth it, even though I'm bleeding money. But luckily that tribute payment is split amongst all the clans in the kingdom, in the faction. So I'm only paying basically three, between 300 and 400, I'd say. All right, they've only got 608 here, so we're going to head and jump on them. I don't know what their food situation is right. It'll probably be good. Yeah, they got 33 days of food, but only 354. I don't know how. I may try to lure a Vlandian army here. But then again, I may not. We'll just have to see how it shakes out. No. 33 days is way too long. 33 days is way too long. So we're going to go straight into it because there's no other... This is the only city they own. That's a caravan. Now, if we can stay with just the Vlandians and the Southern Empire, this will be good. Diopolis. All right, the Vlandians lost one. The Elefthoroi mercenaries are no longer working for them. It may not be able to pay them, although it's doubtful. May just be too many small Vlandian parties running around getting garrison or caravans, things of that nature, that the poor mercenary, well, not poor, I mean poor as in monetarily, not poor babies, but the poor mercenaries may not be able to get any money out of caravans and raiding because Vlandians are doing all the caravan raiding and the raiding of villages. Their parties are so small they can do that. Tasca and Dara taken prisoner by the Southern Empire and the Vlandians. That's the downside of having all these little parties running around. They're very fast. and they can run you down. If you're a moderately sized party, they just gang up on you. Because remember, the AI has omnipotence. Too late to say that right now. They know everything, can see everything. I think I've proven that in several videos before, where you're inside of a town they're going to siege, for example, and as soon as you go into the town, even if they cannot see the town, they'll turn around and run away. And even when they're way out of visual range, you may wait for a whole minute, and as soon as you leave the town, they turn around and come directly back, even though there's no way they could have seen you. They just know everything there is to know without having to have visual like the human does. Alright, is that everybody? Okay, now that they've fired, we'll bring out the trebuchets. Hopefully, we can attack in the morning. I don't want to attack in the nighttime. But, well, we're going to have to, I guess, because here it is. Let's just get it done as soon as possible. I want to keep Sargo and Charis from falling back in enemy hands. And I think I still got my bow. I lost one troop, so we're going to take you. And then we'll give you one of the companions when we're done. I still got my bow. These are out. And we're ready. I hear a dog barking. I don't see... I can't... Wow, am I not... Let me get my hands right. There we go. Whew. My fingers are on the wrong buttons. Alright, I think this just may be the default here because depending on if you can see over these buildings. Let's see. Not really. Nope, you cannot. At least I cannot. Let's see about this one. Where are we at here? Spacebar raises it just a tiny amount to get you at head level. Because mouse wheel will go a great distance like that. But if you're down here, just tap spacebar and it'll bring it up just enough for you to be at ground level. And head. It's dark, so it's kind of hard to tell. I almost think I came here the last time we sieged this town. You know what? I'm just going to come here because I can't really tell. So we'll just go there. It seems to be the highest. I do remember running through here on the horse last time. And the only reason I would have done that is to come over here to this onager. I got carried away listening to that dog barking. Sounds like it's coming from over there somewhere. Alright. Yep, I do remember firing right into here. Let's see. I'm going to back up down to that notch and then let her fly. Nothing. That was a good hit. Whoever's manning that onager. I can't see. I think there's a gaggle of them right in that area where this is landing, but I can't see where they're at, actually. Because that wall, I remember now that wall extends all the way down. And that's where the tower is going to go. All right, come on. Let me get one more before that tower. No, I don't want to risk it. I think I'll hit that tower. Let's let him get out of the way. I think that's enough. Woo, that was close. All right, I got 2 of them. I'm going to go to the left a little bit. I think I'm going to go to the left a little bit more. Well, let's see. Can't really tell. My horse already gone. I was going to jump on the horse and ride to the left so I could see a little better and then come back. Because I remember the wall going straight right there. I just don't remember how exactly where the tower is going to connect. I'm going to back it up 1 notch. Leave it in the same aiming area. It's just too far. Let me back it up all the way to the halfway point. Let's go right there. See, they're landing in the general area I'm landing in. They're getting a lot of kills, but I think I'm going too far. See, they're getting a lot of kills right there. Let me move to the right a tad and back it down just one more notch. Nope, only one. Unfortunately, not being able to see where they're massing at really hampers me. Let's just go over here. That was a good hit. Let's see what happens. Not far enough. Whew, that was almost a disaster. We're going to go up a quarter notch here to right yonder and a tad to the right. And then let fly. Oh, no. Oh, no. I hit the tower and did 3,100 damage. If that tower gets hit one more time, it'll probably crumble. So let's bump to the right twice. And then let fly. Hurry, 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 hurry. Ooh. I got one of my heavy spearmen. All right. Let's go back this way, because I dare not. We need to pull this back to about right there. I dare not shoot over there again, since I can't see. To be fair, I can't see this one either. My troops may be up on the wall, so I'm going to let the AI do its thing. Where are they at? All the way at the end. See, I just couldn't see that. And that round tower's in the way, really. I couldn't hit them anyway from that angle. They're coming down the tower. Look at that. Or the ramp. Is this level 1 walls? Is that a ramp? Yeah, they're just running down the ramp. Amazing. They're really enthusiastic. Well, this is their last town. This is it. It's do or die for them. So they're doing their utmost. What I need to happen is the guys from the other tower to run over here and clear this out. Who's shooting me? I can't. That dude is standing right around that corner there. Look at him. And these guys are pushing me, and I can't aim. There we go. Got one of those big stick. Oop. Well, he caught it on his shield. That'd be oh, we got some here still. Very dark. I think they're abandoning their post. I think we finally made it. Are they still running down? Sound like they just hit one right there. I realized that was iffy. I didn't even know what I was shooting at. I just drew and let loose. Let me see if I can run in this way. We got two there, and apparently none left over there as they're all running this side. There it is. All right, we won the battle. We lost 31. I personally lost 8. I got 1 in bow. Corinne got 6 in athletics, and I remember giving her a perk in athletics and Harinag, which I have been ignoring Harinag and Lynn because I'm just interested in the young ones coming up. 1 in one-handed and 2 in athletics for Jenny. Sheena got 1 in medicine, 2 in one-handed, 4 in athletics. And Finn got nothing, but Magnus got 1 in medicine, 1 in one-handed, and 1 in athletics. Okay. But we now have the last remaining city again
I give up.
of the Vlandians.
Yield. I give up.
Did you notice they were all Khuzaits? All right, we're going to show mercy, continue, recruit everything, toss them in the garrison. See what, if anything, my guys put in the garrison, or in the dungeon, I mean. It's all, look at that. 71 lords in the dungeon. My goodness, that's a lot. I'm going to add 4 more. All right, so we've got 75. Let's see. It is 1. Just one of them is the Southern Empire. That means we have 81 Vlandian prisoners. How in the world do they still have lords running around the map? 81 are in prison. They've got 9 at ours at Talaville. Most of them are at Talaville. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where that army was just destroyed a little while ago, right there. Okay, let's leave. Let's look at the garrison. 178. That's a sizable garrison. I'm going to take the high-level Sturgians down to Spearmen. That's it. Okay. Let's see what I can recruit from. Definitely going to take these Battanian archers. Who's got the least amount? 13, 11, and 12. We'll give them to you. And then we'll sell or ransom. 200 prisoners gets us 12 grand. Let's see. I'm 40 over? Where? Where am I 40 over? You know what? Boom, boom. I just solved that. Trade. They had 33 days worth of food, so their food situation should be fine. We'll go ahead and take that 3,900. Lordly, even though it's lordly, it's only 40, which is not... For that particular normal Vlandian armor, that's good numbers. I think it's normally 32, 12, and 12, maybe something like that. 35, 12, and 12. But for where I'm at in the game, those are not good numbers. So 29,000? I'll take the 11 hit. All right, let's leave. And I say, let's go for Abcomer. No, let's go for Talaville and free those guys. Let's get some recruits along the way and then free those guys from Talaville. I just don't know how they have... They must have about 150 lords because there's still a lot of their parties running around the map. And all parties are led by a lord. So with 81 in prison, they've still got enough to field about 50 parties. And that's... I should have looked at the town. We haven't given the town off yet, have we? Hang on. Let me look at the managed town. I do not want militia to be number 1. I do not... yeah, we'll leave it with fairgrounds. And then we want workshops. Then orchards and granary. Or granary, as some people say incorrectly. All right. That is 64 days. 32 days. 32 days. We'll leave it at that. So whoever winds up getting this, I want to say it'd be okay if it was Baroncar. Oh, Hans. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. I will take it because this is an Empire town. And I think I can afford to garrison it. And while I'm thinking about that, let's look at Rhesus Porus. Grisegis, you can stop recruiting. You're full. Pencanak, keep recruiting. Lycaria, you're full. Zionica, you're full. And Ortesia, recruit like crazy. Okay. Let's grab this on our way to Talaville Castle. Every time I say that name, there's an actor with the last name that has that's very similar to that. He's the guy that played Passion of the Christ. He played Christ, Jesus. That old movie from Mel Gibson. I can't remember his name, but it's close, or it reminds me of Talaville, something like that. Let's see if I can get a little bit of dates. I haven't had dates in a long time. Yeah, that's true, no matter how you look at it. All right, we've got how many here? Maybe 35? 97, very good. I haven't hit this village in a long time to buy dates. Neocoris. All right, so the Southern Empire is getting active over here. What do I see on the left of the screen here? Oh, those are just a bunch of little parties. Butter, grapes, and cheese. I don't know if I need a grapes. I'm going to take it anyway. All right, this is that traitor clan from the Sturgians that joined this one too. Kostavring, these guys are mercenaries. But they're kind of Nord or Sturgian mercenaries. Mercenaries. And they were an actual Valandian clan. All right, Uruk's creating an army. Let's see what he does. Oh, this. If I could get, I will never get there in time, so it doesn't matter. Not even going to think about it. So it looks like they're about to attack Ortesia again, is what I believe. I'm going to try to get as many as I can because they will stuff this castle. There's 639 in there. That's a lot. For a castle? Heck yeah. And then when we take it, our guys will stuff it also. There's Ortesia. I knew that was just about to happen. But I think I've got a decent... I'm going to take those olives even if I don't know I need them. Let's look. Yeah, 235. But I'm going to jump into Jacqueline, grab some troops, and then head straight back. Because that means that's where the Valandian army is. Devon has escaped, so only 80 now instead of 81. Devon, that's an interesting name for Valandian. I don't know that that's a Valandian. All right, let's head straight back here. Because if I can get that army while they're sieging, that'll be grand. Plus, I won't have to lose more troops to take the town back. I won't have to re-garrison it, is what I'm saying. That hurting penalty. Got to get some more troops. All right, where are you going? You're going to Ortesia also. That'll be grand. Neither one of us is going to make it in time. There's only 130 left. Well, easy come, easy go. And he changed his mind already. Where are you going now? They got it? Oh, that's Southern Empire. Well, if I can smash the Southern Empire army, that'll be grand also. I haven't engaged them in a long time. And they're in there with 30. Oh. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Can I get him before he jumps in? Yeah, I'll take both of you if I can get you. Let me make sure. My long glaive, which is a swingable weapon, Joe. And avalanche. We'll run them down. It's going to be a nighttime battle, and there's not much. Actually, I can do something about that. I'm not going to engage them at night. We'll get them in the morning. On this bridge? Woo! I hope the other guys catch up.
If you please, stop there.
I don't think that they did not. All right. We're at war, buddy. We're going to have to fight this battle, and then we're going to be immediately jumped by that other party. So, again, I've got to be very careful with my troops. I'm just getting the lay of the land here, looking to see what options we have. You know what? I'm going to try. I don't know what the enemy's going to do. I'm going to try something here. I don't even know which side of the river the enemy's on. But let's see. This probably will not pan out, but I'm going to give it a try. We'll see what happens. They're on the other side. Okay, now the catch is, are they going to come for us? 700. They're going to come a little bit. Let's face this direction. Go here, and you guys stay here, but face that direction. Might even be more advantageous to have you over here, archers. Right there. There's Ortizia down there with the ships docked at port. All right, you guys. Let me move down here and then stop moving. You guys face that direction, please. Thank you. And they are still coming. Come all the way down here. Ooh. All right, shield wall.
Make a shield wall.
All right, their ranged horse archers just came across the bridge, which is good. They're going to be over here and isolated. There's no one else with them. Okay, I want you guys to come right down here for now. I'm going to try to get my horse back around their horse. Horse archers that are going to come down here. So in the meantime, cavalry, infantry, face that direction. Archers face that direction. Archers come back here. Because we're going to have to meet the onslaught of these 23 horse archers first. You guys come back here. Come on, come on. All right, horses. Come over here quickly. Right over there. Hit them from behind. Move, move, move. Archers, have a little say though in the matter. All right, come on, come on. Yeah, we're just, the archers are just taking them out. Actually, I'm not even gonna have to get, I don't even think I'm gonna have to get my horse involved. They're gonna run across right here though. Hit that horse, buddy. Hit a horse, slow down. Come on, archers. Do your thing. All right, did only 4 get away? All right, archers, save your ammo. I think we got all but 4. Although they were shooting at something in this direction. I don't know what it was. All right, are they still moving toward us or did they stop? All right, they stopped. Let me get up on this high rise so I can see what they decided to do. Archers, run up here and grab those arrows if you can. If you need them. We got time for you to do that while I look. Okay, so they've moved to this side. And we can get to them by either crossing the bridge here and going in that direction or going over here and going down that little spit of land right there that crosses. And I think, I remember what this looks like. It's probably better to go the bridge route because it's wider. And it has that, it's pretty high up where the archers can stand. And I think they'll be in closer range. Yeah, plus their horses will be on the other side of the bridge. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. My horse down here. And then we'll bring the horses down behind them if they turn to face the infantry and the archers. Or engage their horse, one of the two. Either way, it'll be 2 wings of my horse on 1 wing of theirs. Hello, Phyllis. Try to get off that ridge top so they can't see you, please. Want to be sneaky here. Of course, you carrying that banner right along the top of the ridge is not going to help the situation. All right, archers, come back down here. Infantry, get out of shield wall. Archers, come back here. Let's come all the way down here. Here's a nice view. That's pretty big. Big inland lake there between Ortesia and the Azerai lands. Huge lake. One might even call it an inland sea. All right, archers now come across. All right, the horse is in position. Let's make sure they're paying attention to us. The enemy's paying attention to us. Now, I realize, listen, I realize that AI can see the position of my troops. When I say things like try to be sneaky and go around behind us, that's just the strategy in my head, okay? That's the way it should work. It's not the way it does work. All right, are their horse running for me? No, they were getting a little closer, but they're not. Okay, they're just kind of aiming. Let's see. All right, they're crossing the bridge.
Infantry!
All right, the 4 horses are back. The 4 horses of the apocalypse. Except that these guys are going to see Ragnarok. Not any of my troops from them, at least. Come on, dude. 2, 3. Where's that 4th? 4. Got his horse. Now I'll take him out. The filthy Kuze. You are a filthy Kuze. You're not part of Baronkar's clan. All right. That takes care of that problem. Infantry, come down here. Archers right here. All right, looks like they're sending their horse to engage my horse, which is still fine because it's 59 of their horse versus about 198 or 96 of my horse. I can't really see the other number right now. 98, 93. Are they gonna? Yeah, they're gonna climb up. I don't know. I think they're just gathering there. Doesn't look like they're interested in actually running uphill to engage.
Footmen!
Come on, fellas. Thank you very much. And they've really removed that other wing of horse. They're 300 away, so they're not even going to be part of the equation. That's bad positioning on your part there, Southern Empire. They've got 112 archers and 119 infantry.
Infantry! Archers! Move!
Let's get a shield wall right here. Unless they... Hang on. No, I'm still going to shield wall. I was thinking if they're going to run their horse across, I might go to loose, but I'm going shield wall. Because I'm going to attempt to block this. Move up. I can never effectively block this because there's some invisible walls on each side that the AI won't walk into. Let's try to move just forward again. All right, let my archers have a chance to answer. All right, I think they got it on that side. Yeah, there's always an opening right here that you can't really fill. And I don't know what it is. I think the model size of the troops, regardless of the troop, they'll have the same model size. And I think it's not big enough to put another troop in here. And the bridges need to be half a span shorter, or width, half a span wider in order for this to be effective. But that's something that I think Tell Worlds doesn't think about when they're making these things. All right. It's almost time to bring the horse over because they're getting a little antsy over there. We're taking our archers out very nicely. I'd imagine it's the Battanians I have as opposed to my Sturgian archers. Look at the bodies piling up down there. Okay, they are getting... Okay. Horse. Come on. Come over there. Here they come. Like to have spears out, but it's not going to happen. We're going to have... Once they hit 50, all right, now, throw them if you got them, whether it be axes or javelins, and I'm going to go over here to attempt, because they're going to come through this opening. They always do. I'm going to see if I can attempt to blockade this opening. If I get enough horses piled in here, it will help. But generally, they make it through. He's out of reach. I can't go any closer. There we go. All right, there's the horse. Horse, go after their archers. Horse, after their archers. I knew they was going to get through while I was issuing orders because I couldn't swing my weapon or anything. And like I said, probably 100 videos ago, I wish I would live long enough to be able to play games where you just do it audibly. You know, you voice what you want your characters or troops to do, but I won't live that long. One day, that'll be the way to game, though. Just keep that wall. What about those ones behind? There's only 2 of them. The archers can handle them, I guess. There's a guy right there. There we go. All right. Charge, infantry. Start pushing. You've held the line. Now push. Their reinforcements are on the way. These guys with the big sticks is who you got to watch out for. In these close-knit situations, they just swing out of nowhere and it's all over. Because one hit can take you down. I actually looked up how to say that word after I mentioned that on 2 or 3 videos ago, Min Laviatan, and now I have forgotten already because I didn't think about it until just now. But you know who I'm talking about. The guy swinging a big stick right there. And unfortunately, this is not the best. Look, he's starting to swing at me now. Oh, he almost got me. My stick is too big to swing in there. There's too many of troops that I'm just bouncing off of. It's not every day you can say that. Your stick is too big. All right. Everybody charge. They're still coming at us, which is good. But we've got a lot of troops that need blooding, if you will. A lot of green troops. Now I heard one of them yell, "We must yield." We don't want that. We want them to keep coming at us. I'm going only after the horse troops. No, don't run, buddy. Engage, engage. Let my forces handle everybody on foot. But if I can get the horses, that'll be grand. Go after. Don't be throwing axes at me, buddy. Look at all the axes around this one fella. Oh, they got him with axes. Maybe some of them come up here and pick up some. Let's see. Yep. Anybody else? Only one guy's... Nope, no one else is picking up axes, it looks like. Oh, there we go, yep. That wildling is picking up... He should have got javelins, not axes. He's picking up a javelin, because wildlings throw javelins. Yep, get those axes, buddy. Get them all. Throwing weapons. Coming useful. I gotta tell you, though, I've never played a game where I was an axe user. A throwing axe user. Never have. I've always been a javelin fan. But I do know there's a perk where axes do triple damage to shields. And I've considered doing that one day. We'll see. Oh, 11. We lost 11 of the tactics, ladies and gents. And game settings, I guess, and perks and so forth and so on. But still, 11 lost to 130. Victory. That is probably Jenny yelling right there. Who is this? Edwin? Edwayne? Nunsus? Nonesus? Who knows? Thasina? Martyra? Galen? Isn't there a town in game named after you, buddy? No, that's Galan. His name is Galan. Galen is G-A-L-E-N-D, the Valandian town. All right, there's that 500 army that I was trying to preserve my forces for that's fixing to attack us because we're slow. We've got that... yes, Korean, you can have an endurance Because you've only got 3 endurance. Let's give you 1 endurance attribute. All right, we'll lock that in and go back and look at Corinne. Notice she's now 4 endurance. So that's going to help her in athletics. Because in athletics, if you look here, where's she at? Here she is. The next one gives you 1 control attribute, and she's a bowman. She could really use that extra control attribute. We're never going to get there, but, you know, it's good thinking about it. Let's see if you got any sturgeons, and you do not. So let's give you some prisoners. They're going to catch us either way if they want to. Either way, either they're going to catch us if they want to, or we're not going to be able to catch them because we're just going to be so slow.
I'm at your service.
Excuse me. All right, well, buddy, I'm going to have to just overstock you with prisoners. I'm going to take these back because I don't want them to escape. There we go. Let's see how... Oh, yeah. Poor Jenny. I'm pretty sure that was her yelling at the end of that battle. Though. She made it, but just barely. All right. Man, we're... Legeda. I'm going to head towards Legeda, and let's see what this army does, because I know I can't catch them. That's already a given. We do 2.3, and they do 3.3. So let's dump all these prisoners in this neutral town for now. And then I'm going to head back to Talaville Castle because I would like to catch that army, but at least we broke them in half. They were 1,000, and now they broke into 2 parties of 500, and we took out one of them. So that's going to help a little bit. We'll take you 3 bowmen. 13, 26, we'll give to Magnus. And then we'll see what we can sell here. With the exception of you guys. That's fine. Recruit everything we can. All 11. Toss them over to you. You're full. We'll go to Finn. Okay. Now I'm going to hit Primosis and then Montos up here. And then work my way around and then to the castle. We'll take 9 of these. And that will allow me to get, I can hit Cantrek, Lannick, Hen, Abcomer, and then Inveth before we get to Talaville. And that'll give us some more archers. The good Battanian archers. Although it looks like that somebody's getting ready to attack Charis, I believe. Because usually the AI will attack the towns, the villages attached to a town before they attack the town. Whoa, how did I click on that? My mistake. I don't want to do a hideout right now. All right, we'll take 9 of you. And then run over to... how many Magnus need? We'll run over to Verone. Then Cantrek. Rhesus is under attack. They're probably going to go for the castle then. Southern Empire. Only 2 for you. All right, give me some of those juicy archers, please. That doesn't sound right just as I said it. Give me some of those nice archers. Seen too many rather large women walking around a Walmart store with really small, tight shorts on that say juicy. That's the image I got in my head, and it wasn't nice. All right, pressing on. Archers, archers, archers. You're up to 26. Now you've got 32. That's very good. Let's go down to Abcomer. Grab some more archers. None to be had. Let's see what kind of cheese, butter, and grapes. I bet I should check. I keep saying I doubt I needed grapes. And yeah, I did not need grapes. All right, let's hit Inveth and then Talaville. There's a whole lot of small groups over here. Nothing to be had. They're recruiting. They're recruiting from these towns. That's why there's nothing here. All right, let's, how many? 685. How many prisoners are in that castle? There are none in Talaville now. Hold on, back up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 prisoners in this castle. All right. The siege, and there was some in Rimtol, which we just liberated. So that frees probably, I think, 2 more. That's good. We need all the lords on the field we can get. Leading armies, please. Svedorn just created an army. Oh, what have we got here? You know what? You know what? This is a lot of... If I can get here and we can take these guys prisoner. Yes. Svedorn. He just created an army also, so I don't want him to be wiped out. But more importantly, I'd like to take all these little Vlandians off the field. If they're not on the board, they can't play the game. This is not going to be ideal because they're going to make it across the bridge before I can get into position. It's a very small party, though, so we'll just run into them and be done with it. Horse, go ahead and do your thing, horse. Infantry, continue down there. Archers, come over here. Horse, go over there. Engage that 24. See the infantry without shields, how fast they run, and they get in front of everybody else, and that's usually why they're wiped out really quick. That's why sometimes you'll see me move them together as a formation so that they all engage at the same time. That's exactly why. You see it in action right there. All right, Svedorn. We'll keep your party intact, and hopefully you'll continue to make an army. Go for that banner bearer. And this guy. Somebody, I think an archer got him because he blocked my swing. All right, there we go. We lost nothing across the board. Svedorn didn't lose anything in the battle either, and that was important. 86. 1, 2, 3. I got 3 personally. I don't know how many the other guys got and how much Svedorn got. What have we got here? Finn, the captain, is going to get, if you're outnumbered, we're going to go this one just because both of these will help her, and I don't plan on her being a governor. So I'll just ignore the governor perk. All right, let's top this off. Let's look at prisoners.
I'm at your command.
Well, thank you, daughter. All right, I got 3 and she got 5. That's 8. 9. What kind of troops do I got? I've only got 2 extra and they're garbage. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if anybody else needs one. She's topped off. You're topped off. But what did you get for prisoners? That's an additional 2. That's 10.
I'm at your service.
I'm at your service. All right, so we got 10 Valandians off the board. There we go. All right. I'm going to hang out here just a minute until he regains his composure. Come on. Lose that penalty. And then move on. Move on. All right, he can get that. Okay, now we're going to... He's on... Well... We're going to do this again. Again, everything we can wipe out is...
On my orders!
Except this time, everybody just right off the bat, charge. What is it? 52? $99 damage. All right, there's a guy with a bill hook. If I can take him out. Oh, no, I wasn't even paying attention to that one. What a clown I am. Okay, let's try this again. Bye-bye, bill hook. Where are you at? There you are. Come on. Woo! There we go. Another one right there. Luckily, they're being swarmed, so they can't really swing properly, just like the same problem I have. There we go. All right, 3 archers left, maybe? I'm trying my best to preserve Swadorn's party so he can get an army together. Okay, again, we lost nothing. How many more Valandian lords did we get? All right, we got you up to 89. One more for myself. Now, these are different. These are troops worthwhile here. I'm just going to give all these prisoners right off the bat. All right, so I got another... Whoa. I got another... I had 3, so I guess 1 escaped. Since that battle where we captured him. All right, Finn the captain, carrying capacity for troops. Let's give these prisoners to Magnus because he didn't have very many. There you go. And, you know, before we do that, let me look at your troops. All right, because we got some good ones this time. Let's give you Valandian spearmen, 2 for the 2 looters. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll take 10 of these Valandian recruits. Yeah. That's fine. Then I'll dump the rest. Yeah, we'll dump the rest. I'm going to go to Sargo because I think I'm going to escort him to Sargo so he doesn't get... There we go. Then we'll dump these prisoners that I can. None to dump. We'll trade. Although I will recruit. Toss them in the garrison because I'm paying for the recruiting. They just have to pay for the garrison upkeep. I think he's still rich. Yeah, Rimtor can go to... You own Kalius and Navansk. Samir owns... Oh, you own... All right. You're going to get it, Bovin. Even though Samir was up, had more points. 3 castles versus 2 towns. Or he had 2 towns already, and you don't have any, just castles. So you need the income, in my opinion. The more money each individual clan has, the more opportunities they have to field troops. They can pay for them. Just like my clan, for example. I'll explain that a little better in just a minute here, in case you're not... Maybe you like watching this, but you don't actually play the game. Let's see here. There we go. All right, my clan, for example, can field 5 parties, right? I can afford to pay for all 5. Any other clan can also field up to 4 parties let's say, for example, and I say 5 because you can get that perk to get the 5th one, but you still have to pay for every one of each individual party. They still come from the central clan pool. It's not an individual lord pool. So that's why you always try to have as much money to your clans that are in your kingdom as possible. The more money they had, the more parties they can field, the more armies you'll have on the battlefield. I have seen, it's very rare, but at times I've seen 5 armies patrolling around towards the late game. Yeah, we're going straight here. That caravan is just going to fend for itself. All right, what's in the tower? 783, don't care. If Svadorn can get an army together, it'd be interesting to see what he decides to do with it. How many Volandians do we have imprisoned right now? 11 only. But they've got 10 of ours. Although, to be fair, you can see, I mean, we've got 10 of theirs, and they've got 11 of ours, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them are right here in this castle. So if we can free 8 of our lords with one fell swoop here, that'd be fine. Oh, what is that? Caravan. I'd like to see them gather together into a larger army and try to stop me, because I know I can't catch them individually. It's just not possible. But if they gather up and become a large army, then it's a different story. Is this in the... Yeah, it's in the caravan. Upgrade. Let me check something here. I do remember saying that eventually I would give Pin Canuck back. I'll just take those 2 recruits. Top me off. There he is. Where you going, buddy? Flintog. That's way over yonder. All right, wait, they just got it. So now what are you going to do? I didn't realize there was another army over there attacking Flintog. That's Owen's army. He just took Flintog. Now these guys are thinking. Let's see what they do. Abcomer would be a nice target. Oh, I think you're going to lose. Oh, he's already down to 1. I can't tell. I can't see well enough. All right, is that 69? I think. Yeah, this camera being locked really sucks, Tell Worlds. I think that's 69 and 65, so I'm going to let it go and continue the siege. Yep, he handled it. Very good. Very good indeed. There's... I think he just got wiped, though. Doggone it. That's a problem for both sides at this stage of the game. Is every army you filled is going to be mostly recruits. All right, I don't want Flintog because it's Battanian. So I think this is going to go to Bovan again. Yeah, we're going to give you Flintog. Flintog? Who knows? Seems like there's some game I play where there's a ship in it. It's called a TOG, T-O-G. I don't know why it just sounds familiar. All right, let them get their last... There we go. Now let's bring out the trebuchets. Let's get our guys out of this castle. No, no, Valandia. Never again. I will not misclick again and declare peace with you guys. Let's try this. If we got enough time. Come out, come out, come out. Bingo, we got it. All right. Let's get the boat and the large bag. Excuse me. All right, and we already know I'm going to go to the far right on this castle. I just always do. Go, 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 horse. Go, go, go. Look, that was a good hit. Took out some horse troops. One horse troop and some archers. Another good hit. Another good hit. Come on. Come, get out of the way, fella. Please get out of the way. You're stuck. There we go. I'm just going to launch. I don't know where they were aiming at, but we'll see. All right. Now I'm going to move to the left, of course, and go for my favorite spot, that doorway right yonder. I'm going to leave the range the same for now. Let's see what it looks like. Very good. Cataphract champion and trained archer. I'm just going to let everything stay as is and go again. Same spot. All right. Now I'm going to bump it to the left a tad, but leave the range the same. One tap on the left key, or the A key in this case. And it always overcompensates. So the next one should be a little to the right of that. I'm not going to change anything. When you make a left-right correction, it always overcompensates a little bit. And then the next one, see there how it's further? That's almost perfect right there. Right at that doorway that I always aim for. All right, I got a few that time. I think the tower's going to get... no, I'm going to get one more in before that tower blocks me. Get in, get it, get it. I can't see where that landed, though, unfortunately. I suspect it went too far and hit the side of the tower there. I'm going to bump down just one notch and fire again. Let's see what happens. Another cab down. Leave everything where it's at. Don't change anything. Imperial Equite. All right. I think I'm going to go to the right and try to zero in on that. Now it's too far to the right. I knew that just as I hit the release button. Let me go to the left. Try to look right down that thing. But, you know, they're a little crooked, so you can't always tell exactly where it's going to go. But, of course, the better your skill is, if you have 250 and above, it's your best chance for it to land where you want it to. .246. Look at that. Look at that. Woo! I don't think I can get another one in before the tower. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. It's going to be iffy. Ah, it just snuck past. Snuck past by the hair of his chinny chin chin. And I don't see any more troops on the wall. I don't know what that is about. I'm going to lob one, see if it'll go over the wall and hit something on the ground. Nope. All right, I'm going to run in because I don't see anything else to shoot at. They're all on the ground. Remember, this is the castle. It's got that inside courtyard in the back. So there might be, I don't know, 50 archers massed right back there. Masked? I think I said masked. It's pretty late. It's probably about 11:30 here. Well, I know that's not late to some of you. Enjoy it while you can. All right, let's see what we got here. Magnus, another skill point in medicine. He's closing in on that 200 mark. Ultimately, we want 225, which is Minister of... Is it 225 or 250? Now I think it's 250. I don't remember now. Anyway, Minister of Health is what you want ultimately. Don't just stand here, guys. Get in and do some work. Get in there. There we go. I can't swing overhanded because I would hit the... Where'd that guy go that was ran up here? There's those archers. Ranged units. Who's shooting at me? Where's he at? Right there. Ah, that'll teach you to shoot at me. Where'd that come from? Over here somewhere. Is there somebody in that tower? That's still... Where is that? Oh, right there. Doggone you. I didn't think I was going to hit anything with that shot. That was just a Hail Mary. That's a football reference, if you're not an American football reference, where the quarterback just throws the ball as far and as high as he can, and hopefully somebody under it will catch it and score a point. It's called a Hail Mary. So I was just lobbing it and see what happened. All right, it's a keep battle. I didn't lose any. We lost 4 only overall to their 108 dead. I'm not going to go through the... Let's see if there's any upgrades to be had. Nope. Let's attack. All right. I can see that guy right off the bat. Dodged you, buddy. Somebody on the right that I can't see. There he is. I was worried about hitting my own troop there when they ran in front of me. There's one more. There he is. And this guy. I like how he fired to the right before I even moved to the right. AI accuracy. Could be a lot worse. AI could, I mean, they could really crank the AI accuracy up. Not saying I want them to do that. But it's pretty telling when they fire to the location you're not at just before you move to it. He's closing in on 200. Horenhag is on one-handed. Although I need to look at his age because I think he's pretty old. I think they might die eventually. Well, eventually they will, but I think soon. Okay, we lost nobody in that portion of it. 1, 2.
You turned up just in
All
time.
right, so we...
I will not forget your help.
Eselina, she must be born... I can't see the... Yeah, Jansrit, she is.
Again, you save our necks. Truly.
Shamir,
You are the best.
You arrived just in
there he
the
is,
nick of
my
time.
man.
You
20
have
to
my
98.
deepest thanks.
That's good.
Your help was most
Mimir?
welcome, stranger. Good to see you here.
I lost count. I was counting at the beginning, and then I forgot to count. Okay. I know there was 8 of them in there when we attacked. I don't know if any escaped before and during the attack. I did notice a marksman flag. I want to look at that. Because that's at the +3. Yep. I mean, 8% damage. I don't know where I got +3 from, but 8% damage. That's the highest tier flag you can get for increased range damage. Korean already has it, but I always like to have more. All right, let's look at the dungeon. And I'm going to take you guys out. "102 militia crossbowmen." You know what? I'm going to do it this way. Let's look at the castle. 3 across the board, and we'll leave it here. I don't need to do anything here. Let's look at the garrison. I'll take you 5 and you 4, and that's it. Okay. Then I'm going to jump out. Give you guys the recruit that spearman and 37. There we go. And then I'm going to give you prisoners. And then we'll jump right back in that castle. Although I don't want those prisoners to be in that castle. Because I deem that castle too easy to take. All right, very good. Magnus, I'm going to wind up stuffing you, buddy. Here we go. Except for them. Well, we'll go ahead and give you all of these except for 20. Get me down to all of them. We'll just give you all of those. Whew. Yeah, I guess I'm going to go down to 4 here. That'll help a little bit. Because I can recruit 4 of them. And then we'll give you 5 of these. And 2 of these. There we go. And then, oh, you know what? I wanted to take these back, so I need to give you some more. That's too much. There we go. Now let's jump into that castle, and you guys do get rid of... Gosh, get in the castle. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to run to Sargo and drop off those prisoners, because I think Sargo's a little tougher nut to crack. Although Pinkanok and Sargo both have only level 1 walls. All right, now I'm going to go back for Abcomer Castle as soon as we take care of business here. I'm going to recruit everybody, toss them in the garrison. Only about 9 troops. All right. Who's got the least amount of archers? 12. Looks like Sheena. And then what can we ransom? Well, I don't want to ransom you guys. So let's go to the dungeon. Toss you in there. The answer at 98. It was already 98 before I started that. What are you talking about? All right. Yeah, they're hurting for food, but really not much I can do about it. I'll take a gander here in a moment. I don't think we have a whole lot myself. Yeah, I don't. I will give them some grain. And that's about all I can afford to give them right now. I have got to get a stash somewhere. This is a lot of stuff to be toting around. That's locked from selling. What was that legendary scarf? Was that a 6-4? I don't think so. Where's the cursor? There we go. No, it was a 6-0. Okay. All right. Yeah, these towns. Let me hit Kaliak and Jacqueline, and then I'll go for Abcomer. Aston the Surgeon was taken prisoner by Southern Empire. Doggone it. Take their butter and cheese. Southern Empire wants peace. But that just means either the Azerai, if we declare peace with them, either the Azerai or the Khuzaits would just declare war on us, because obviously we can't just have one war. Honor of Talavil, Borenkar, you're close enough. So you've got Talavil, Sargo, and Charis. That's all in the little area here. So I think that'll be good for you. Look, there we go, Khuzaits. All right. Southern Empire, 100% support. Right now we're paying them 30.70, but they're going to offer us to only pay 22, so we'll take that. Release some of our, hopefully, we release 2 of their lords. I guess maybe they didn't have any of ours. No notification anyway that any were released. Man, these towns are just, see, these little Vlandian lords are just starving these towns out, and there's nothing we can do about it. Because we just don't, the only way that we could do anything about it, as I've talked about before, is to break apart my army into little pieces, and then we won't be able to do what needs to be done to move the map. So we just have to accept that our towns are going to starve for a while. I can't imagine what mine are looking like right now. Whew. Excuse me. All right, let's go up to, you know what, I'm still going to go this way because we're probably 40 or 50 troops down still, I think. Then we'll go back up this way. Butter and cheese, yeah, I desperately need cheese. Hit Galen, then come around through here and head back up to Abcomer. Woo, 15 troops. This is going to put a big dent in our deficit. Very good. Let's hit Nogrent. This coast right here is always full of bandits, and mostly Sea Raiders. Others as well, but Sea Raiders is always a good location to get Sea Raiders. If you're early game and you're looking to make some experience, get some decent loot. I'm pretty sure I said that before. But, you know, after 153 of these videos, the last 10 or so being 2 hours each, I tend to forget what I've said before. I know how annoying it can be when you hear me say stuff like that, because I watch other videos of people playing various games, and I binge watch them, so I watch them back to back to back, and I might watch 15 videos in a day, as an example, if there's 30 minutes each, and you find, as a viewer, you see a reoccurring, something the YouTuber says reoccurringly, and it does get annoying at times. But you have to understand that sometimes it's not. It's just, it could have been days or a week between us doing videos. He only needs one, but I wanted him to have those good horses. Or he needs none, actually, because he recruited from that
I'm
town.
at your service.
But I do want you to have those Valandian squires, and I'll take these guys from you. Thank you. Thank you very much. In fact, that just reminded me when I said thank you very much. That's Elvis Presley reference, and the New Zealand families that I follow just uploaded a picture, I think yesterday or the day, video yesterday or the day before, about visiting Graceland, Tennessee, which is the Elvis's memorial, if you will, his I don't know how you would say it. It's his home, really, when he was alive, Graceland. It's more of a Elvis museum now is what it is. Oh. Can you get him? He's going to get him. Very good. But they immediately broke apart, though. Do we have... Where's our prisoners now, if we still have any? Abcomer. 1, 2, 3 in Abcomer here. And they don't have any. All right. So we'll free 3 more lords here. We've only got about 18 minutes left. It's 12:30 at night. Okay. Technically 12:30 in the morning, you know, since after midnight. Midnight 30. I'll just say it that way. Midnight 30. Incidentally, while I'm looking, it's 70% now, 2 hours and 23 minutes left, it says. It has stopped storming also. But that doesn't mean anything because the surrounding areas have really got hit hard over the last week, I'd say. When you live at the base of the mountain... Oh, look at this. Oh, man, is he going to wipe... Yeah, they're going to wipe that army. How many lords is that? That right there... Oh, part of me says, go help them. You know what? I'm going for the castle. He's going to lose. He's going to be wiped out, but I'm going for the castle. Who is that, by the way? Bannerlord. I'm not familiar with that name. I mean, obviously, it's a Sturgian army, but I'm not familiar with that name, Bannerlord. Okay, I got to look. Sorry, I got to look. Oh, that's why. She's a kid that has just come of age. She's only 23. Her father was Galden. All right. Well, thank you for trying. But as I've said time and time again, those 20 or 30 of those little parties band together and there's nothing you can do about it. I've myself, over the years that I've been playing Bannerlord, I've gotten caught with that, by that before. Even bandit parties in the early game. Bandit parties can gang up on you like that when you're not expecting it. And they can take you out. All right. Let them get that. There we go. I'll tell you what. I was just thinking, I'm going to have a steak. I'm cooking steak tomorrow, and it's going to be good. Steak and corn on the cob. And rolls. Woo. All right, even though it's dark, let's go for it. And I don't even know what I have equipped. Okay, it is still the bow. Excuse me. Reposition myself and moving the keyboard back. I tell you what, this keyboard, new keyboard that came with this new system, or that I ordered actually, this thing is heavy and it doesn't move. You heard it squeak, and you know it's got rubber pad feet on it. So as I pushed it, you literally, I don't know how heavy this thing is. This keyboard might be 3 pounds. It's heavy though, and it's solid. It's metal. It's not plastic. It's a very good keyboard, but it's heavy. So if you want to move it, you actually have to use a little force. So if you're a first-person shooter player or someone who's moving their hands around really fast, this is a good keyboard for you. Although it does have some problems. It's lit, but not all the keys are lit. The letter bit, the alphabet part is, but the special characters are not lit. You know, the question mark, the ampersand, things like that are not lit. So unless you're familiar with the keyboard and it's dark in your room if you're gaming for whatever reason, I know people do that. I can't see anything, so I'm not even going to try to get on in case you're wondering, I'm not even going to try to get on an onager because I can't see between the smoke and the darkness. I don't see anything on the walls Even right now, as I'm looking at it, I don't see. Maybe right there. Yeah, I just let these guys do their thing. Oh, I don't think I can get through here. Yeah, there we go. Easy, easy. Almost said rusty, but that's a different game. Geralt been here? What's his name? Geralt or Geralt? I don't really know. Garrett? Geralt? There we go. What am I stuck on? I can't see through this smoke. This is a bad place for me to be. That rain slows down diminishes the damage you do because it slows down the velocity of the arrow. Normally a headshot would kill every time. I don't want to shoot my own guys. Let's go over here. It's so dark to see these guys against that brown wood background. I didn't even know there was someone there. I just had a feeling there was someone there. And sure enough, it turned red. I killed him. Just can't see. Hit the top of the ram. I think there's someone there. Yeah, there we go. Let me get out of it. I can't see through the icons. Oh, he's a crossbowman. He bent down when I fired, unfortunately. That guy right there. Whew. That guy's dead, I guess. Yeah, maybe there's not even anybody there. It's just so dark there I can't see. Again, it won't be as dark when it renders on YouTube. But trust me, on my screen right now, looking right there, it's almost pitch black right there. And that lighting from the fires just makes it even darker next to it. All right, Abcomer. Oh, they still got 124 left. I was just about to say Abcomer is shortly. It's still going to be ours, but requires a little more fighting. Can I get around here to the right? No. Where are those guys? Where do they have to go? Surely everybody's coming this direction, but where are those? I guess they're just making a last stand because I don't think I can get around to the right. Well, hang on. There's got to be two parts because there's got to be something on the other side of this wall. Here we go. I'm positive that they can handle that. I'm just curious how they were going to get back to the keep so they can come this direction. Look at that weapon stacked right there. It'd be great if you could actually walk up and take a weapon from the weapon rack or a shield. Unfortunately, it's not that kind of game. Oh, maybe they can't. Surely there's got to be a stairway over here for them to get up here. No? No, they're just, they killed themselves by staying over there. Yeah, because this is nowhere to go. They blocked themselves in. Last stand, I guess you could call it. Always, every time I walk past a torch, I always think I should be able to. I just screwed myself. I need to go down that stairwell back there. I always feel like I should be able to grab that torch like you can in Skyrim. You just grab torches. I got to be honest with you. I have forgotten. Can I get? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Can I go down here? Yep, there we go. I was gonna say I forgot how I got up here. Boy, the sheer, they're only lasting so long because my troops are pressed in so close, breast to breast. Nobody can swing. Every time you try to swing a weapon, you hit your partner next to you. And they're falling off the walls. You know what? Come down here. All of you large amount of troops, move out of the way so you got, some of you can move. There you go. Just needed to get some out of the way. We lost 9 overall. I got 1 in bow. Ella got 2 in athletics. Magnus got 1 in athletics. Magnus, you letting me down. And Sheena got nothing, and Finn got nothing. Ubold.
I give up. I give up.
Mercenary.
You turned up just in time.
There you are,
I
buddy.
will not forget your help.
I didn't know you were placed in this castle. I really didn't. But I'm glad that you're free now. Take all these prisoners. Show mercy. Let's do these upgrades. Ella's gonna get powerful. I don't care about speed. She's on a horse. And for Sheena, I'm gonna give her, since she's slated right now to become the clan leader, I'm gonna give her 5 party sites for each town you control. Because if she does indeed become the clan leader, and right now she is the youngest, I believe. I know I said Magnus, but I meant out of those 3 earlier. But she's the youngest kid I have. So she is slated to be the ruler when I die. When oops, I didn't want to do that. When Hans dies, I meant to do this. All right, that's 146, which I'm going to take you guys. And that's it. I'll leave everybody else. Let's look at the manage. Yeah, we got to get this up before we can do anything else. That loyalty has to go up. Let's look at the dungeon. No, nobody in the dungeon. All right, let's do it this way. Let's jump out. Pass along these prisoners. No. You can have more than that. What's the deal, Phil? Oh, it's because I have... Let's see. Let's give you... that. All right, now jump back in. All right. We're going to wait here just for a moment. Oh. And I'm going to give you some troops. We will give you these guys. There we go. What am I still over? Prisoners? Yeah. Okay. I'll just give them to you. I can't do it while I'm in the castle. All right. Hold on one moment. Well, just a few moments. All right, it's getting very hot in here. I had to go turn the thermostat down so the air conditioner would come on. All right, I've already got the fan running. Hopefully it's not audible. I'm using the older fan, not the newer one that's very much louder. Let's see what we've got here. You're going for Lanikin and you're Valandia, so regardless of my current situation, I'm going to go bust this up. Abcomer, who's that going to? You know what? I'm going to give it to you also, since it's still in that same little clump of fiefs that you have. Can we make it in time? Yeah, 173 will make it in time. Jenny got a level. And we will give that to... I think I'm going to go with... You know, I'm going to go with smithing, just because in the long run, I need some steel makers. Come on, come on, get up there. And I want to switch back to the glaive. Swingable, Joe, swingable. And the avalanche. Who's this that jumped in? That is the Yansarit. That emblem is that Kuzate clan. So they're there. They're there when you need them.
I command!
Ooh, 460 units away. Let's see what they're going to do. Ideally, we would just post up right here on this little mound. But I don't know what they're going to do. Let's see. They're coming closer. Looks like that's the only bridge. Well, if this is the map I'm thinking about, there's a bridge right there, and then there's a bridge right on the other side. There's big rocks there. There's, remember the one I was talking about earlier in one of the previous videos where it's got a invisible wall near the rocks? Same map, it's just wintertime right now. All right, horses way over yonder, and you way over yonder. Let's see what they do. And for everybody, I wanted to briefly mention again what I was hoping to convey last time I mentioned it. See how these troops are running ahead? These troops are higher tier troops also. Not only do they not have a shield, but they're higher tier, so their athletic skill's higher. They do run ahead, and a lot of people complain when they auto-resolve battles that they lose high-tier troops instead of low-tier troops. Well, there you go. That's why. When you auto-resolve, it's just sheer numbers. Nothing else matters. And they have higher athletic skills, and they weigh a lot less. They're not carrying a shield, so they run out ahead of the rest of the troops. And they wind up going out amongst the enemy in ones and twos, and they die. That's one of the main reasons you lose high-tier troops. So everybody says, I can't believe I lost a tier 5 troop against a group of 30 bandits. Well, of course. Looters, 30 anything beating on you is going to kill you. It's just the way the game works. That's where real life works. Go out and try to fight 30 guys at once and see what happens. And when you let your people, when you auto-resolve and let your people run out ahead like that, because you're too lazy to play the game, well, there you go. I'm sticking with the axe right now because it's easier to bust shields with the axe. Ooh, that's 2 hours already? Can't see my phone because I've got it on the charger. Let me see. Oh, yeah. And is it charged? Gotta be 2 hours. Yeah, it's fully charged. All right. Horse, go on their range troops, please. Why can't I hit the 3 key? There we go. Oops. Down with Valandia. I was really hoping to get rid of Valandia this episode, but not going to happen. See if I can get that banner carrier. And his horse. And the horse you rode in on. No, no, no. All right, everybody charge.
Attack!
Oh, that was sounded good, but it didn't kill him. Good thrust, buddy. Good thrust. But it wasn't enough damage. There's their reinforcements. 97 infantry, 48 ranged. I just lost a horse. Troop. The guy there running backwards is calling someone coward? I thought I could hit him in the head, and I finally got him. Wasn't really the right weapon to be using that close amongst the group. There's another... well, never mind. Just the fact that the cavalry is not in any hurry to get anywhere any time just bugs me. The reason you are on horses is because you're mobile, you're faster, and look at you. Even though I've ordered you to charge, tell worlds, please, please think about what the hell you're doing. Landing archers gotta go.
Everyone attack!
Who are you throwing them things at, buddy? My guys? Did you see him swap around? Did you see him twirl that javelin? He was going to use it as a pike or a spear. He was going to jab with it instead of throw it. I've mentioned that before also, that these javelins, you can also use them as a one-handed polearm. All right, there's the "We Give Up" music, and we're going to start running. Victory! I think that was Jenny again. That's Sheena, I think. Let's see. No, that's Jenny. Woo, I had them bass backwards. All right. So Jenny's got the deeper voice. I thought it was the other way around. That's off to the left. That's who I thought was Jenny. That's Sheena. All right, we've got Ella. Got one in polearm. Sheena got nothing. She only lost one, though. And Finn got one in horse, two in polearm, and one in one-handed. And Magnus, my number one son, because he's the only son I got one in horse and two in polearm. All right. We lost no militia. Yeah, the Vlandians are scraping the bottom of the barrel to get leaders now for their parties. This guy doesn't even have armor. All right, Osper's been around a long time, buddy. You got to be in your 70s. You're 63. You've been around since the beginning of the game. And you were an old man at the beginning of the game, I thought. All right, so another victory, but we're just going to jump into Lanaken since they didn't take it. Let's give you those troops. And some more of these prisoners.
I'm at your service.
Yes, yes you are. Okay, we have about 30, but I'm going to have to give you more. All right, that's good enough. We're going to jump into Penknock because I can also sell. If we jump in here, I won't be able to sell anything. All right, I'm going to end the video because my timer's already expired. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sell everything. I'm going to ransom. I'm going to do a little recruiting and then figure out. Let's see. They've got, I think, just 2 cat. All right, so they've got Usank Thractore, and Oristocories. Those are only 3 holdings they have left. Nope, not peace with Valandia. Never peace with Valandia. Nope, 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 nope. Yep, those are the only 3 they've got left. So in the next video, then, if nothing changes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go head straight for those 3 castles. Adios.